How goes it all? Welcome back to Patterson on Properties. Hopefully you guys are having a great and exceptional day. Been a while since I've made a video for Patterson on Properties, so let's get into it. Here is a great story pertaining to how a great former professional athletes, how they are basically making a killing in the real estate game family all over the United States of America, regardless of which team they play for. Now, who am I talking about, family? I'm talking about former Houston Rockets basketball player Hakeem Olajuwon. Want to make sure I pronounce his name correctly. According to the article that I read today, Mr. Olajuwon spent nearly all of his 18-year career in the great city of Houston with the Houston Rockets. Along the way, he made 12 All-Star teams, 12 All-NBA teams, won an MVP award, and was a two-time Defensive Player of the Year. He also led the Rockets to back-to-back titles in 1994 and 1995, picking up 2 Finals MVPs in the process. Olajuwon was rewarded for his strong play with a Hall of Fame nod. He was also named to the NBA's 50th greatest players list, which was chosen by former players and coaches, general managers, and media members. So he's got a great resume. I'm not a sports fan myself, but I love when I see athletes and entertainers make economic moves outside the court and outside the studio and off the screen. So after retiring from the league, Mr. Olajuwon has only continued to impress, just in a different way and in a different arena. Instead of dominating the basketball court, he's rocking the real estate world. And stories like this should remind us all that when it comes to jobs, businesses, etc., that nothing but love can last forever, family. So you got to know to look beyond the hills of your specific career. I don't care what career you're in. You got to be able to say what's next. Don't want to stand still. The comfort zone is a death sentence in 2021 going into 2022. The article also stated that Mr. Olajuwon started dipping his toes into real estate investing while he was still playing, which was very smart, in my personal opinion. At the peak of his career in the late 1990s, early 2000s, he would take some of his 14 to 16 million in annual salary and set it aside for real estate investments. Very smart. He ultimately earned a little over 110 million in salary during his career. And this story definitely reminds me of Marshawn Lynch and how he became a successful businessman by saving his NFL player salary by living off of his sports endorsements. Now he as well has multiple residential and commercial properties within his portfolio within the Bay Area of Oakland, California. Remember, just because you make a lot of money doesn't mean that your beautiful salary will last forever, family. The article also stated that while many former athletes tried their hand at real estate, Mr. Olajuwon's faith makes him approach the industry differently because he's a Muslim. Nothing wrong with that. That's his faith. As a Muslim, Mr. Hakeem Olajuwon does not borrow money from his acquisitions. It's against Islamic law to pay or charge interest. Very interesting. I did not realize that. That can make purchases a bit more expensive, but it also shows he has no credit risk. This strategy also puts Mr. Olajuwon in a pinch, in a better position during downturn markets when debt-laden borrowers might get pinched by interest payments. So it's a gift and a curse no matter how you look at it when it comes to real estate. If you have a lot of debt, it can work out in your favor. If you have no debt, it can work out in your favor or it could not. It just depends on the situation. It depends on how you operate. And Houston, Texas is actually one of my favorite cities, and he was smart to invest in the city of Houston, Texas. The article also stated that by 2006, just 4 years after he returned, Mr. Olajuwon's 25 investments had grown to be worth more than $100 million. And the beautiful thing about the city of Houston, Texas, the position of where it's located at compared to every other city in the state of Texas, because Houston's not that far away from the Gulf Ocean and whatnot, so they got a lot of the importing and exporting going on. Mr. Olajuwon has opted to invest in Houston, Texas, where he claims to have the home court advantage. He specializes in buying properties that are ripe for development via public improvements like stadiums or train stops, which is very smart because like any other city, Houston has its own hipster culture. For example, he buys large development plots of land near transportation lines and popular highway exits. In November 2006, he bought a 41-acre property near NASA's Johnson's Space Center and developed it into a retirement community. This is very smart, as well as because the state of Texas has lots and lots of retirees moving there. Plus, the space station is not that far away from major airports. You know, you got Hobby Airport, you got you have George Bush Continental Airport. So, you know, you got a lot of great things happening there. But anyways, the article also stated that Mr. Olajuwon owns parking garages, apartments, complexes, commercial buildings, and single-family homes. So he's got his toes dipped in the whole real estate, every aspect of real estate for the most part. He purchased Houston's former Federal Reserve Bank building and converted it into a mosque. He owns the city's former World Trade Center building not far from Minute Maid Park, which is a very beautiful location. That's basically near and in downtown Houston. The article ended on this note, stating, Mr. Olajuwon said, "I have been blessed thus far to be able to work with my own capital, which gives me the ability to decide when I want to sell, as opposed to having a bank loan hanging over my head that in some areas can force you to sell even though you may not be ready to. I can respect that." Today, Mr. Olajuwon splits his time between Houston and the country of Jordan. He'll keep looking for areas of opportunity to invest in, and his properties will only continue to increase in value. These real estate investments have led Mr. Hakeem Olajuwon to have a net worth of $300 million. That's enough to make him the 7th richest basketball player in the world. And with that being said, I got nothing but love and respect. I say keep up the great work. And, you know, the fact that he's buying all these properties cash money, even more respect, salute, hats off to him, the whole nine. So definitely keep up the good work, sir. If you want to know what Patterson Up Properties is, basically we are a wholesale company where we market out to people that may want to may be in a distressed property situation, so they may want to utilize our services because we have a big buyers list of investors. We connect with investors on a regular basis looking for distressed properties so they can do a fix and flip or buy and hold, all that good stuff. And we utilize tax liens and all that good stuff, so we can, be able to have more of a guarantee of being able to purchase a property and do a buy and hold or a fix and flip or just sell as is and whatnot. So if you're interested in our services, definitely give us a call. Contact information's there, website's in the description, all the good stuff. And also, if you're a crypto investor like myself, don't forget to join the Gold Standard Partners, where you not only have the opportunity to buy cryptocurrency, but you have the opportunity to be a part of an affiliate marketing organization where you get access to a crypto card, and you get access to, if you have other people sign up and buy packages with the organization, then you have the opportunity to make money off of those package purchases. All right, all the information is in the description. And as I always say, remember, family, you can't get fired if you don't own the company. You can't get fired if you own the company. It's 2022 and it's time for you to own something. So do the great thing for your things, family. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. And as I always say, make money moves or you're going to live, bro, like a fool. Take care, family.